would take down these buildings that they were going to.
Move them.
Just
Piece by piece, piece by piece, take it apart, and then put it back together.
Then he'd take them over to his place up on China, is his place on China Lake Road?
I can't remember where it was. It was over
It's
there
right up
somewhere
off
right
of the
there.
Averill Park Road.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden.
And he started this East Village,
Yeah.
and it's an old reconstructed
Yeah.
village.
He's got lots of, I stayed there one time when they had that dance. I stayed up in one of the, on a rope bed up in this tavern. It was there because I rode my bike over and he let me stay overnight. I had a sleeping bag. Yeah, he's one of the nicest people around. Yeah, great guy, great personality.
They don't know what it was. They said Lyme disease, they said Jerry disease, and he lost his speech. At first, he couldn't, he swerved,
Yeah, it got really bad.
and you couldn't understand him. Then he had to resort to a pad and a pen.
My eyes were wide open,
Jeez.
and I thought, what's
But
happening
his
to me?
mind was functioning.
Oh, he was fine that way.
We could have gone to a
Yeah, it's only a year or so ago, say he bought stuff from me with some other fellow that bought. I had a whole antique print
Yeah.
shop. I still got some things left.
Maybe there were
And they moved it.
that I might have seen.
Boy.
Maybe
Very upset.
Well,
Mel's
he's a
very
lot younger than me. He was in my school, but he was younger.
I was sitting in his
He had to be in his mid to late 60s.
dining room table.
Couldn't
I
have
would
much
say he
older
was
than that.
63.
Yeah, I think that's about
Yeah,
right.
that's as old as I am.
Well,
Yeah.
Boy, yeah, that's what gets scary, right? When you know these people you know.
Have some more.
and then we went back
Boy.
home for the good afternoon. Well, I had a good afternoon.
Yeah,
Filled, I had a good lunch, and I didn't run out of energy.
And you,
A very good lunch.
Yeah,
and how did you know he died?
How are you
I didn't know that till you just told me now.
Yes, yesterday morning.
Yeah,
Are you feeling
yeah, I didn't know that because we don't get that paper
I
from
had a very good
up
lunch.
this way.
I had
We don't
mashed
get anything
potatoes,
like
which were
that.
made out of real potatoes and did not have butter or milk in them, which is the common component.
I wonder if
of
he,
mashed potatoes. I had
Did he have relatives that he could leave all
Oh,
that
yeah, his
to?
whole family was,
Yeah,
that's
Sort
what,
of that-
they'd owned that
Oh.
land for generations.
yeah.
Is China Lake Road, is it, or China Hill Road?
It's hidden.
Just as
I always said when I rode my bike over there, boy, I had to go up a lot of hills. I know it's
for today.
still a Nassau address, right?
Yeah.
I remember, yeah.
Well, it's the town of Nassau.
Like to
Yeah.
have it be vegan, if you're not vegan, just
Jesus.
think about
And
becoming
his name was Carpentier, and yet he
Carpentier,
was
they
a
pronounce
carpenter.
it.
He
Yeah.
was a carpenter.
Yeah,
Well,
to listen.
yeah.
His family was all potters. They made pottery.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
It can be
World renowned
and it can
Oh,
be.
He's in-
He was going all over the world lecturing.
Yeah.
for pottery.
Yeah.
They're unbelievably smart.
Is that right? It was pottery, huh?
They each tracked it back to the 1700s. His family's pottery. So he became a carpenter, but his family were potters. So he did both. He knew both.
And his name was Carpentier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's an interesting name.
they actually have examples of his work at the Albany Institute in the gift shop.
Really?
Yeah.
For sale?
Yeah, they were for sale.
The recipe was.
Well, one night we was there and he was talking about the next day he was going to London.
Cook them.
And then they just had this big thing in Cooperstown, because he did restoration work out there. They actually threw him a gala and honored him
Yeah.
only a month ago.
Wow, it's
Like
good
a
thing they did
lifetime,
that.
a lifetime achievement
Yeah.
something, because he fixed these buildings and helped them.
Yeah.
Unlike some of
He was
So
very
they
knowledgeable.
just had
man.
that, like,
Yeah.
a month ago.
He was really
And you know,
knowledgeable.
he was so afraid that people thought that he was being a loser because he couldn't talk.
No.
So he made special effort to come and shake your hand and smile and show by body motion how glad he was to see you.
Who is gonna tell him?
Well, at the last meeting, he had his little iPad.
Welcome to our
He's
future
been taking
events.
an iPad.
Oh, I didn't see him do that.
I'm listening to this
Yeah,
and
no, I
thinking,
can't.
oh what? Because the idea at that time.
Well, and
was
your phone
to
text
convince
message,
people to be
that would have been great for him.
vegetarian and vegan
Yeah, he
by
texts,
bringing
I mean,
beautiful, lovely dishes that showed a lot
he
of
didn't stop
skill and
communicating.
ability.
His Facebook page
But just to
even.
lose your speech
What
like
does it
that,
say?
all of a sudden you
There's
get.
nothing wrong with simple,
Yeah.
healthy
But
food.
she's always telling me,
Austin?
Microphone
I think the chair,
will
am I right,
constantly
Austin?
be
Is it the
told
chair?
of fine recipes to
There
follow.
are already sleep. Do you guys need any help up there, or are you good? Alrighty. I got it covered up there. I'll wait down here.
Look in the newspaper or
What'd you
anywhere
say,
else, if you buy
John?
a cookbook,
I said-
you'll see recipes.
It was easier for me to walk down the stairs this time,
10 or 12
because I had the
or
total
14
knee
ingredients.
replacement before.
It'll tell you what order to combine
You
them
know,
and
walking
how
down the
long
stairs was a
to
little different.
keep them at each
I could
different
do it, but
temperature.
not very easy.
Yeah.
Well, hooray for fine recipes and hooray for magically fine food. Hooray for
How do you
fine
like the vegetarian sandwiches? They're very good.
Yeah, they're good.
for hot cuisine,
You like them,
fine
Liz?
restaurants.
Well, I always like the bacon. I don't know. I've never tried this
like the
before. I
smoke
gotta.
flavor,
And
maybe.
that's available in some restaurants in town.
What, does it have a
You can have a
brand name?
rich seafood stew.
You had
Morning
see
Star?
that triple box, the red box.
Oh, it's a different box. Oh, stripples?
Italian style, made with seaweed or
I think it's the other.
and certainly hooray for
That's the one. That one. That
Yeah,
one.
that's the one.
This is the one I normally get.
Now, in the supermarket, it's called, yeah, this is the one they usually, this is the one they have in the supermarket. But they're the same.
And then they have
hooray for plain
Light-
raw
light-
delicious food.
light
Get
life
some
is
good
a
cake,
So these are
some
breakfast stuff,
rice,
so they're
make it
pretty much
delicious,
bacon as
and
well.
adding flavors or whatever.
So yeah, BLT.
well, you do everything and anything.
Perhaps one more to make it delicious. Eat it, enjoy it, finish it, and be
Only
entirely
2 carbs.
satisfied.
Instead of diet fiber 1. So it's
Hello?
Hi.
Hi, Esther.
Don't walk away ashamed.
Hi, Helen.
Ask you, what did you have for lunch? What did you have for
I'd,
dinner?
I'd like Helen to sit right here, Austin, with me, okay?
Yeah, sure. Let me get another chair.
Something else you would have done with the time.
Their room over there?
I'd like Helen to sit right here. That's good, Austin, yeah.
Healthy food.
And Esther, can you sit right over here next to Liz? Oh, you look nice,
She
my
orders
dear.
that through the church.
I met
But it must come from the store.
A company.
That would be like Sunday and
Esther.
I remember when I was
Hi there.
Hello.
Come and have some
had
sandwiches.
that old black car.
And
Here,
and he was shocked.
write your name in my
And he
book.
wouldn't tell me
I'm so glad you came.
Yeah, we saw it in the advertiser, so we just.
because
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
he was
I'm
embarrassed.
going to introduce you to everybody. Now tell me your name.
I'm Shannon.
Told me
Shannon.
I would be repulsed. And
Uh-huh.
think, oh my God,
My name's Pat.
terrible and sinful.
Patrick?
Pat.
Okay. And what's your last name, Shannon?
Moldoff, M-O-L.
So you may remember a
D-O-F-F.
speaker from about 6 or
S
7
or
months
F?
ago, a young lady who
And
came
Pat,
by
your last name?
and we had been
D-E
shopping in a
R-U
farmer's market near my house in
B-E-R
Waikiki. And
T-I-S.
we came home after that and I was hungry.
T.
So I
I-S.
defrosted some frozen
And your
baby
telephone
peas
number?
and minced up some
598
and mixed them together.
76.
I'm hungry.
64.
This is what I'm having.
7664. And Pat?
And she
Your,
was hungry,
518
and she said yes.
380
We both sat down eating
87.
defrosted
89.
frozen peas.
there. Now, you all know these two. This is Liz Barrows and Doug Van Ogden
Hi.
Hi.
and Austin
Hi.
and Mr. Davis and Mrs. Davis.
John
Where-
Allen.
Where is Esther? Oh, there's Esther.
Nice to meet you.
And,
Peas with
and
the
this is
chopped
Helen.
garlic, and she kept going
Yeah.
like that, and she was
Austin, could you get Helen a couple sandwiches and some
Yeah, sure.
cider? You like cider? I thought you'd rather have water.
after we finished our
Which,
stuff.
do you want to start with the BLT one or the smoked ham?
Give her
Oh, no,
both.
the smoked ham one isn't here yet. Melanie's still bringing it.
And
Give
I
her
Oh.
both. And
Yeah,
Esther too. Esther, aren't you gonna sit over here with me? Or do you wanna sit here with me? Want to sit here with me, Esther?
I can go.
So here's one of each. Do you want a plate? Do you want me to get some? That'd be awesome. Yeah, sure. Obviously.
No, that's yours. Both of them.
Is this seat taken?
No, that's it.
Here's a plate, and then I'll get you.
Well, thanks, Austin.
Yeah, not a problem.
You're gonna sit way over there? Did you have 2 sandwiches?
without being ashamed.
Right
We're starting on one.
Delicious.
Starting on one.
You wanna show her that box that you had? That,
Now, the same
sorry.
thing that
Here.
I did
where is that box?
Yeah, I'm gonna come around this
frozen
side.
peas,
Here
Did
you
you
go.
wanna see that, Shannon?
a little bit in a
Somebody.
microwave.
Whereabouts you live, Shannon?
I live on Host Corners Road.
Oh, you do, you really?
Same thing with garbanzo
And then he lives in North Greenbush.
North Greenbush.
Yep.
It's so nice that you came.
Yeah, we're excited.
Tell us about your interest in vegetarianism.
He kind of like started, he's been like trying to do like more plant-based diet, so I am kind of like giving it a little go. Like I still have been eating meat, but I'm trying to like eat less of it. So,
Uh-huh.
and then he's way better at it than I am, but.
Oh, I'm so glad you came.
Garbanzo beans from McCann.
Austin, could Esther have 2 sandwiches?
Yeah, sure.
What does it taste like? It tastes like.
Well,
Okay,
which
which
one
one
you
you want, BLT or
You could chop it up.
turkey?
You could put it through a blender. You could wash the blender afterwards.
Does
You
it
could
really?
add
The other one should be here soon, I'll get you.
because the other 10% doesn't come out.
What's BLT?
You could add oil.
Bacon, lettuce,
One
tomato,
person, I don't need oil.
Yeah.
but it's vegetarian bacon.
No, vegetarian, what's it made out of?
Grain,
Grain.
yeah, they're grain, huh?
I can read you the ingredients. Oh, there's a lot of
The
ingredients.
Middle
But
East.
Okay.
here, this is just one of them here.
Black people are poor. What's the poorest country in Europe? Greece. So olive trees grow.
Austin's
Olive trees
vegetarian.
make olives. That makes
I
oil.
think Doug is almost. Are
Almost,
you,
yeah, not quite.
are you vegetarian or?
I float between vegetarian and vegan.
East, dry.
Oh, between vegetarian and vegan.
The nuts in
Yeah.
those olives are red.
Esther's
That grows
vegetarian,
something that doesn't
and
do
Helen's
very well.
vegetarian.
Get
What
all
about
this
the Davises?
Get all that oil.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Being vegetarian.
Is there anything we can do to help you become vegetarian?
And have everybody eat it. In
We've
fact, garbanzo beans
talked
are
to
the can
people
of chocolate to be
and everything, and they're all,
I think it's by far
you know, like giving the food
you have two things
a lot of thumbs up, you know, like some of it you've gotta kind of watch, like the names, you know, like these 2 bacons here, like one might taste a little different than the other one,
So I'd like to say.
so you might prefer,
Frozen
you know,
vegetables.
one,
And like
yeah.
the burgers they have.
How are you?
No,
How are
one-
you?
Hi, Ellen.
Oh my goodness, we're late again, I thought it was 6
I
You
think-
are on time, honey, and we're happy to see you.
You are, yep,
Here's
you're on
ham
time.
sandwiches,
Everyone else is
folks.
just there late.
Madeline made these. This is made out of Wham, and I can't show you, I can't show you, it's a cold cut, Pat. It's cold cut in a tube, and it's frozen. And you let it thaw, and then, hi Joyce! Joyce, these are our new people, Shannon and Pat, this is Joyce Blum,
Nice to meet you.
and this is
Have you
Madeline.
eaten already?
They did.
Now, would you like water or
Started 6 o'clock.
water?
Everyone sort of
She's
sort of wandered in a little early, so.
But I just wanted to try this.
Austin, could you give Esther some water, honey?
Yeah, totally.
Can I open this?
Like that, and she
What?
responded.
Those ham sandwiches that have some mayonnaise on them.
Okay.
Tomorrow, no,
Vegan
that's
mayonnaise.
tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, vegan is good.
I've never tried it. People, they don't know.
So they started without you, and you have Pat, are you all through school, or are you going to college or whatever?
Yeah, I'm going to Siena College right now.
Sienna, good for you.
Thank you.
Here's my dear Esther, thank you, love.
Here's the garlic. Oh, thank you.
A napkin, honey, you need a napkin?
Okay, I'm gonna try one of these lovely sandwiches.
Joyce, darling, how are you?
Fine, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Alright, so what do we got?
You want
We
one?
have ham, CLT, and turkey, I believe, right?
Yeah.
The snake charmer married a undertaker. Their towels are his and hers.
It's got, like I said, it's got a kind of a funny texture, but it's very tasty.
Turn my alarm off, like I woke up to my alarm.
Yeah, that's one of the things I've noticed a lot. Yeah, a lot of the taste right, the texture is just a little off, but
Want the lamb?
oh no, with a lot of the substitutes, the taste is pretty close, just the texture's a
The
little.
bacon tastes really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it does, really.
I'm wondering.
Oh, it's somewhere, wherever Don is, there's a plate.
You were saying about they came in a tube.
Yeah, it is too, it's like a cold cut.
Different varieties, when you say cold cut.
Mayonnaise or mustard if you want it.
What do they have for cold cuts? In the tube, they only have turkey is in a tube, and ham is in a tube. Then they have corned beef, but that's sliced, and packaged in cellophane and in a box.
Hey, Bobby.
Oh, try it, try it.
It's John's ringing.
You can get,
And then they have bologna.
Sliced tomatoes.
Yeah.
you can get pepperoni too. You can
Yep.
get,
Hey, how are you?
you can get fake
So
pepperoni.
you can have a bread pizza, tomato sauce, and put the cheese on there.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
You
They
can
have
have,
vegan cheese too.
look, Mr. Davis, we have about 55 subsets. Bob, you ever have chicken for us?
You have like a little.
You know what we should have?
Well, thank you very much.
Hi, Don.
Thanks again for making the sandwiches for me.
Hi, Don
Very
Gurry.
appreciative. How you doing?
Good, how are you? Don Gurry, this is Pat, and this is Shannon. Shannon and Pat, this is Don Gurry. These are from my
Very good, Bob, very good.
My first ever grown tomatoes. My very first garden ever. Yeah. Well, so far so good. We've got a lot of
Hi,
tomatoes.
Chris, how
How
are
you
you?
doing?
I thought I'd come for a few minutes tonight, I gotta get some things ready.
Oh my gosh, Bob has a ton of tomatoes. That's right, because today you would.
Normally today we would be at the market, we didn't have quite enough time, we got to get ready for
Sure thing.
it. It was good that you were down there Saturday, it was good to see you.
Now they shut.
There's mayonnaise, there's mustard, and there's tomatoes.
Well,
Sandwich.
hi. Can you bring that chair over here?
Taking anything?
What do you want? You want, give her all three of us. You can have all three. That's my friend Chris.
This is supposed to be bacon.
Hi, Bob.
How are you, mate?
I'm so happy you came.
Help yourself to some sandwiches.
You make the bacon lettuce and tomatoes?
No, Glendora did.
What did you make?
I made the wham, the ham. The hammy whammy.
Where?
But I had a pacemaker,
Uh-huh.
so that's no complication.
I see the Fritz there, or the
Yeah,
canes, I wondering what's
Well, it's
from the
just-
hip or from the heart.
well, that gets the women open the door for you, when you see what it came.
What?
You get very solicitous.
What?
So that's steady you.
It's white or wheat.
Chris, what would you like to drink? Cider or what?
Where's my sandwiches already? Is this me? This must be me.
I'm in a no-smoke planet.
Esther, how many people?
Bob has
That's where the Owens on.
I don't know.
Really?
Glendora, do you know what the salt content is in any of this?
I can check some of it. Do you still, oh yeah.
You know what? I ripped that thing. You might not be able to read it.
Oh, you did?
Well, it's on it, but
I'll still check, see what I can find. Oh, no, it's, the wham, the sodium is a little high,
how much?
390 milligrams.
Does it say for how much?
For a slice, which is like, there's approximately 37 slices in the whole thing.
Well, I've got a lot more than 37,
Oh,
believe me,
okay,
because
so
I
it's
did it
probably,
thin, but.
so yeah, that's.
So that, you're looking at like that thick to make 37 of that.
Yeah, so, alright, it's a little better than,
Oh, that mayonnaise is delicious. I've never had that before.
Oh, I know, I don't have
I like it.
Dawn. People,
Glendora.
yes. Austin's going to read you a page and tell you about this book and who wrote this book and how he was the founder of American Vegan Society.
Okay.
is there anything in particular you want me to read, or should I
No,
just pick
just at
something?
random pick a page, honey.
Okay. I'll look for something.
They look all bumpy as if they've got thorns on them or something, but they're perfectly soft. and
Anybody want room
they're
service?
sweet. And
Room
so,
service.
Yes.
I think we're good.
see children
You do like it there? Helen likes it. Which
Oh,
one?
good.
working in the
Bob,
No, the
Yeah.
turkey.
one of them has 390 milligrams,
so
Which
soft,
one?
so delicious.
not even a slice. It's this reddish looking
Just
stuff.
reach in there and pick one
The
up.
ham?
That'd be ham.
They look pretty clean, they look like somebody's
Bacon.
You can still see the flowers, the flower.
Bacon or ham? The ham is ready.
See that? Yeah, no, I'm looking at the salt.
That's the box, you'll have to read it.
There's about half a slice on a half a sandwich.
There's nothing wrong with green beans. Dip them in something.
Joyce,
What?
there's about half a slice on half a
This
sandwich
one's about,
of the ham.
How you doing?
I don't know which is
Austin, oh, this is the ham.
red thing.
That's the ham, yeah.
Oh, that's half a
Oh,
slice.
no,
Doesn't
what?
look bad.
Oh,
Yeah, so
So
thank
that's
you.
not too bad.
oh, that's all right.
What is it, Austin?
how's this one sound?
Okay, folks,
It's called Getting the Veggie Bus Rolling in DC.
can you hear everybody down there?
What I use,
Say in the back.
Okay,
flavoring.
so this is by Madge Darneal. So I was a vegetarian for a long time in England. Then I came to the United States and looked for other vegetarians. In 1968, I heard about the Vegetarian Society of the District of Columbia through a Seventh-day Adventist group. I went to a
Really?
picnic. Yes.
Hear that? Hear that? These two are Seventh-day Adventists.
Oh,
I went to a picnic. The other 4 people in attendance were all over 80. Later, someone called me asking if I'd like to be president and get it going. I reluctantly agreed. I had been running the VSDC for a short time when I got a telephone call. My name is Jay Dinshaw. I hear you're vegetarian. You sound English. My wife is English. We had a connection. He continued, we want to put on an international conference in Maine. We can only do it if we have a viable vegetarian society. He proceeded to talk me into being a founding member appointed to the first council of the North American Vegetarian Society.
Wow.
And Jay Dinshaw was the president.
Dinshaw, he was from India?
In 1975, the World Vegetarian Congress was billed as the greatest event of the vegetarian movement. I was so excited to be around all these vegetarian people. My role was to help with food and to get as many people in as possible. I had flown to Bangor, Maine in February 1974 to help organize the conference. That's where I first met Jay, Brian Graff, Scott and Helen Nearing, and Brian Gunn came from Ireland. The outcome of that long weekend meeting and a year and a half of working together was the conference in Orono, Maine, which was amazingly successful. Orono.
Where the University of Maine is.
Okay, you're from Maine, you know that.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Which was amazingly successful. It was the birth of a new vegetarian era. Through the years, American Vegan Society nurtured the North American Vegetarian Society and hosted us with our board meetings. At one of those board meetings in Malaga, New Jersey, we developed a concept of a worldwide celebration. Brian Graff and I said simultaneously, World Vegetarian Day, and that started it. We selected October 1st and announced it in the Vegetarian Voice newsletter. People celebrated it in a variety of ways. In DC, there was a bus tour around the city with a big banner on the bus and a huge tethered carrot balloon in the sky.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was
Now-
by Matt
good job,
Darneal.
Austin.
This book was written by Jay Dinshaw's daughter and is powerful vegan
Japan and in Korea.
Messages.
messages.
Fermented soybean paste. You take the
Nice,
soybeans,
isn't it?
cook them.
Now, folks,
In Korea,
do you know what we're doing for
bricks.
the last Wednesday of September? What we're having? Do you remember what we decided to have, Chris?
Before they come down and get
Remember what we decided to have?
aging. They're
Does it sound familiar? Beans and rice?
Oh, yeah, beans and rice.
And did we also decide to have
tomato
chili with it?
Yeah.
And did we also decide to have corn chowder?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, listen, what are we going to do about this? The last Wednesday of December is what date? What do you think?
Christmas.
What?
Christmas?
Last Wednesday of December, guess what it is?
Yeah.
Thursday. And the next to the last Wednesday would be what?
Christmas Eve.
So what are we going to do?
Make it a different day.
Are we going to meet the third Wednesday?
That's the 17th. December 17th.
What'd you make?
Or are we going to meet when?
Your
The
other,
first Wednesday of January? What do you think we should do?
Is this vegan?
Make
Two
you two
meetings
eat
in
outside.
January, Pharaoh's suggestion. What do you all think?
We're gonna slip off
well,
that.
yeah, it's either do the third week in December or do the first week and the last week in
You ever
January.
had tongue?
Yeah, if most people be traveling.
Lamb's tongue.
Plans.
Beef tongue.
All right, let's see a show of hands on the third week of December.
Works for me.
Count, would you on it?
Do I count myself or no? Alright, yeah, I'll actually be here if it's the third week of December. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-ish.
10 for
10,
the
yeah.
third week of December.
Yeah, and is anyone?
Is that your name?
No, let's do it again now.
No, there's
Who
like
favors-
15 or something.
Who favors 2 in January, January 7th? Who favors that?
2 meetings in January?
And then, none
Well, there
in,
will
none
be
in
the
December
last
if that's the
Monday
case.
of January, but shall we make up for the one in December?
Supposed to be
with
a lot
the
of snow
third-
in
No,
January.
December, with January 7th. Anybody want January 7th?
So you have one in December on the third week, and one in December on the third week, and then one in January on the seventh.
No.
No, it
No,
was either of
17.
those. Because it's usually the last Wednesday.
Just put it in.
Yeah, let's go for the third, and then also in November, the last Wednesday is the day before Thanksgiving, and we weren't sure how that
Oh,
would.
yeah, that's right. Wednesday night is before Thanksgiving. Do we want to meet the Thanksgiving Eve, folks?
Or do you want to do the week before that?
Probably the week before.
All right, how
Right.
many are for the week before that?
Yeah.
Probably better.
Hold them
Probably better
up
for
long
Cal.
time, hold on.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
And don't put it down till someone says.
9, 12.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
What day is that?
That is the 19th.
It's a
19th
Wednesday?
of November.
Wednesday the 19th, yeah, because the 26th is the last Wednesday, and that's the day before Thanksgiving, and I figured a lot of people would be traveling and all that, so.
So all right, let's go over them again. What date in December?
17th,
December 17th and November
19th.
19th.
But, yeah, September and October are still the last Wednesday. Those still work out fine.
Alright.
Now, about Thanksgiving, even though you're going to meet a week before Thanksgiving, we will have, I think we should have this turkey rather than, does anybody ever eaten tofurkey?
I never have. Never tried it.
What?
I
Tofurkey.
have, and
Tofurkey. Turkey made out of
frankly, I
tofu.
think what you had tonight is superior to it. So could we have that?
And then like,
Well, we're exploring this thing, so we're open to anything you say.
What did we have
And
tonight?
then we'll have stuffing,
stuffing,
Different kind of
cranberry sauce, that kind of stuff.
soy.
and shall we have peas,
Yeah.
and mashed potato,
Oh, of course.
Alright,
and shall we have squash or sweet potato?
Both.
Both. No, squash either.
Yeah.
alright.
Oh, I saw a good recipe for mushroom gravy
Oh,
today.
yeah, we have a lot,
No,
we have a
really?
lot of vegetarian dishes.
Yes, I was looking for mayonnaise. I saw mushroom gravy instead.
That's
I'll make that for the mashed potatoes.
Same to
She
me.
said, gravy and mashed potatoes, eh?
Gravy.
Mushroom vegan gravy. Look delicious.
Yeah, oh yeah, there's plenty of that around.
Okay, and you were having this kind of turkey.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
so-
that's called smoked turkey.
The Worthington one.
Yeah, and then we were going to have cranberry sauce, right?
Yeah, that's pretty easy to prepare, it just comes in a can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that good, Pete,
Oh,
everybody?
yeah.
It's always good.
And what did we decide about sweet potatoes?
That's
That-
fine.
If someone is like, someone can bring it.
What did we say, yes or no on sweet potato?
Yeah.
Yes.
How many say yes for sweet potato? Is that
Oh,
I love a
okay, count. 1,
democracy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Are
7,
you saying
8,
yes for
8,
sweet
about 8.
potatoes?
That's a majority. One more, you need one more if you're going to have it. Okay.
Hey Bob, if you want, I'll
Well, I'm
make you
not
a
gonna- I'm not
lovely
gonna be
tomato
there for
mayonnaise
that one.
sandwich, and that way you don't have that much salt, and you're
That's
not gonna
true.
be hungry. You want another one?
And then the last thing you gotta figure out is what you're gonna have for the October meeting.
Yeah. Listen, here's what I want for October. I want one of us to go search the internet through and through, up and down entirely, and find us a truly good, nutritious, fulfilling vegan dish. And there are, so who's gonna do that for us? Who's gonna go through the internet? There are piles of vegetarian and vegan
Are you
recipes.
talking about for October?
This is for October. September's all set. November and December are all set. We're talking about October. Who will go through the internet and get us a great, great
Do it right now.
vegetarian?
See, you
The guy
vegetarian.
made tablets for it.
That's a good idea, Madeline.
He's on it.
By the end of the meeting, we'll know exactly what we're having, dang it.
So we can talk about some of the stuff she finds in like 15 minutes.
Sure.
Good, yeah.
Alright.
Why did the inventor cross an oven, why did the inventor cross
No,
his
that.
toaster oven with,
You want that?
no, why
I don't
did
know.
the inventor
Not
cross
looking.
his TV set
Microwave.
with a microwave?
Looks like liverwurst.
No idea.
I have no idea.
Why? So he could watch 60 Minutes in a quarter of an hour.
That was good.
Watch 60 Minutes in a quarter of an hour, is that what
She said.
No, I don't know, Joe. That's what you're for. That's your job.
Did you have some of this cider?
That's good.
No.
Yeah, that's fresh cider.
Thanks.
This time.
I mean, it's-
Oh, wait,
Everything
say,
else.
anything you want to know about Doug
Oh,
and
well,
Doug
it's
before you leave?
the
Doug,
napkin.
tell them about your flower, you and your sister, how you have the flowers.
Oh, we just, we're at the Kinderhook markets and Chris was there.
Yeah.
Saturdays, sometimes we're on Wednesday, sometimes when we have things on Wednesday night, we're at the East Greenbush Market. But we're also in Glendora and Albany occasionally.
Yeah.
I bring her things occasionally, so we have.
Doug, you and I have been friends for how long?
I
5,
know,
6 years?
oh, quite a few years.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Oh, look, we have a new
We have another,
person.
another
Yay!
person,
New
good.
people.
Oh, come on over,
Well,
new person.
why don't we introduce you? I'll say so long and you can.
Bye.
So happy to
See
meet
you next time.
Take
Oh,
care.
Muriel.
Next time.
You're Muriel.
Yeah.
And what's your telephone number, Muriel?
Muriel!
You
Yes.
know? Hi. Oh, that's wonderful.
I recognize your voice the minute you spoke. I didn't recognize you when you first walked in because I'm blind, but besides that.
Bye,
How
Doug.
are you when you got?
What's your number?
The one you met before that rescue animal?
No,
You know her.
I did.
4444. This is a good opportunity. Could you just give us a little bit about yourself and then we'll go around and tell you about each of us?
Okay. Hi, I'm Muriel.
You're from where, Muriel?
I'm from Castleton.
Oh, really?
Yep. And I have been eating mostly plant-based for over a year now.
Really? And what are the good effects? Fantastic effects.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good. We want to hear this.
I'm not entirely plant-based yet. I haven't given up fish yet, and I haven't given up cheese yet. But I'm working on, those are my next steps. I did it in steps. I got rid of beef. Beef was first, and pork was next, and chicken was next. Chicken was the last one because chicken was harder for me.
What is it?
Because chicken's all over. Every place you go, there's
What
chicken.
else is there?
But
What
then
else
I
is
found
there?
out that chickens are treated more horribly than any other animal. So I should have started with chickens.
Is that what you would say?
Yeah. And what motivates me is I feel blessed that we have 2 sanctuaries very close to us, 2 farm animal sanctuaries, one in Woodstock and one in Saugerties. And I go and I visit them on the weekends very often, and that keeps me motivated to continue, as well as the wonderful health that I've been feeling.
Really? Your health is much better.
I've been fighting Lyme disease for years, and changing my diet has helped with Lyme disease symptoms.
How about weight, dear? How about weight?
I haven't noticed a change in weight because potato chips are potato chips.
Because she still eats chips.
Well,
Now,
there's still
now, we're going to go
I
around.
hate the rain on your parade.
yeah.
Now, can Muriel have a chair, hon? And would you give her some sandwiches?
Yeah, sure.
Surprise, how are you?
We'll start with Miss
sit,
Barrow, and each one of you give your name and what town you're from, and one of the happiest things that ever happened to
Well,
us.
you were, she was married to a fellow that I went to school with.
Stand up, Liz.
Where did you go to school? Germantown. Germantown, that's right. I was gonna, I didn't think we went to school together.
Hey, we have sandwiches. We have BLTs, ham substitute, and turkey substitute ones. They're like, it's like fake ham, fake turkey, that kind of stuff. Which ones do you want? You can have one of each. You can have 2, 1, all 3,
I've
doesn't really
been
matter.
almost vegan for probably 2.5 years. I had a lot of food allergies. I went through every medical testing known to a person that they can do to you for food allergies to find out that it's just my body's rejecting food. So I cut off
Take one of each or something?
meats, dairy, and canola oil from my diet. And it wasn't my choice. And I'm gonna straight up tell you, I still have cravings for certain food because people around you eat it, and your brain tells you, but your body's telling you no, but your brain overrides your body. So, as far as the battle to be more vegan or vegetarian, is you have to listen to your body first instead of getting sick every day because you still want to eat it. And
One of the happiest things that ever happened to you in your whole life.
is my daughter.
Your dog, she's a sweetie.
She's a sweetie. So that's it. That's all I got.
Chris, tell folks where you live.
I live right here in the village of Nassau, and I'm still a vegetarian in training. I
Well,
only
that's
eat,
what calls for that.
mostly just because my daughter lives out in California, my grandchildren are mostly plant-based. So I just try to,
I think your grandchildren are vegan, aren't they?
mostly, yes.
Yeah.
So you're living in
For
Castleton,
the most part, for many, many years,
right?
so,
No, we've been down
and I
there.
think the best thing in my life was just having the boys, you know?
Since
The
2006,
grandchildren.
for a while.
Oh, look, Shannon, it's your turn.
Hey, I'm Shannon.
Shannon, would you please stand up for us?
Like, I was,
I live in East Kodak. I just want to like be healthier, so that's why I'm trying to eat more plant-based food. And the happiest moment, I just got a puppy, so I'm really happy.
And next to Shannon.
me?
That's
Yep, next one.
Oh, what was the question?
How many
Tell us
calories?
where you're from and about how you're getting closer to be a vegetarian and one of the happiest things.
Oh,
Stand up, please.
happiest things. Oh, Glendora, it's like school. Well, I live up the road, and I was a vegetarian for 18 years, and then I slipped. And like I said last time, at least once a month, I'm eating vegetarian now. And it's like a drug, very hard to stop once you've started again. And the happiest moment of my life, is that what you say?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I don't know.
One of them, doesn't have to be the most.
Well, like you said, you just had a puppy. One of the happiest moments of my life was bad for my sister. She had pneumonia, and she had just taken a little dog in, and she couldn't keep her, so I got her, and she turned out to be the dog of my life. So she was a little sweetie named Lady. She has since left us 6 years ago, but I had her for 15 and a half years, and I have to say that minute that I first saw her, she came flying out right towards me and ran around me in circles and ran right back in, and she brought me joy for the entire time that I had her. So that was the happiest moment of my life.
Okay, next to Madeline.
She already went.
She just talked.
You're next.
I'm Muriel. She can't see it down here probably.
I forgot my name, you have to give me a minute to think of it.
Oh, this will be a good one. This will be a very good one.
My name
Stand up.
is
Can you
Robert.
stand up?
Where's my cane?
Oh, you're making him stand up,
Yeah, you don't have.
Bob.
What did you
My
do?
name is Robert Baum. I live in downtown Brainerd. Let's see, what was the other question?
Why you're a vegetarian?
Well, I'm a vegetarian. I've been getting closer to veganism because my friends are vegans and I'm close to them. So, that would be that. The most important thing in my life was waking up in the morning.
No, the happiest
The
moment.
happiest moment was meeting my wife.
What did that?
And, we've been married 158 years. And we're going on 159 this year.
It's gonna be 58.
Thank you.
Bob and Joyce are Christian Scientist folks.
Well, Bob's not.
Oh, well, he went
That's
to the
how we
Christian
met.
Science Church. Well, he went to the Christian Science Church in New Rochelle,
Yeah.
and you met in the parking lot.
Oh, she's got a good
She's
memory.
gotta,
She does.
you gotta be
She
careful
forget
what you
nothing.
tell them.
Okay, Joyce,
That looks good, huh?
please stand. Oh, I guess we can see you.
Well, I'm Joyce Baum, married to Bob Baum, neighbor of Maddie and Dawn in uptown Brainerd, not downtown Brainerd. I do not crave meat, that's not an issue for me. I've always loved vegetables, so I only eat meat because his nibs likes meat. And I do a lot of Chinese cooking where I don't really need much meat, so that's an easy way to ease out of being a meat eater. Happiest moment of my life after meeting Bob was getting my driver's license
Yeah.
at age 16.
Pat, are you ready?
Absolutely.
Wow.
All right, so my name is Pat DeRobertis. I live over in North Greenbush. Particularly interested in just the overall health benefits of having a plant-based diet. And I think the happiest moment of my life so far, one of them anyway, was hiking in the Rocky Mountains this summer.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Very nice.
Good.
Tell
You
us
have
a little bit
pictures?
about that. How far, how many miles?
It was about 4 miles, but it was very difficult because of the altitude. So we really had to take our time, and it was a lot harder going down, I would say.
Really?
Than going back,
And
yeah.
do you think your plant-based diet helped you for that stamina, for that?
A little bit. I mean, I'm kind of new to the plant-based diet thing, but I do feel generally better, more energized. So yeah, I would say that it definitely helped a little bit.
Yeah. Good, Pat, thanks. And now we have Esther, and she's a hostess at Cracker Barrel.
Oh, wow.
Tell us about yourself, Esther.
Hi, I was raised vegetarian, and then I started eating meat after I got married, and then I would come back to vegetarian after I divorced. And the happiest time of my life is having my 2 kids.
Having what?
Having her 2
Oh,
kids.
good for you.
And now, Mr. Davis, could you rise and tell us your glory?
Well, I'm still pretty much struggling with the idea of switching off from meat. But I'm thinking leaning more towards the vegetarian lifestyle. And the happiest time in my life is when I met my wife, produced my 2 children. And I was a Marine, and that didn't help me much there, but my DI's got me motivated. So I've been in pretty good health. A lot of broken bones, but organs are all good shape.
I'm Austin. Going to my 3rd year at Northeastern University. I'm a psych major. I'm actually leaving on Monday.
Yeah, this is our last day together. We've been working together all summer. Tonight we say goodbye for 4 months.
Yeah, I'll be back in like December-ish, maybe for like a week in November, all that kind of stuff. But instead of doing classes this semester, I'm working in a psych lab. I've worked in it like a couple hours a week this past year, but I'm working about part-time, like 24 hours a week. Let's see.
How do we shape up psychologically here? How do we shape up?
It's an extremely complicated issue.
Think happy thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think happy
positivity
thoughts,
is
that's right.
important. Let's see. It would take a long time to go into anywhere. I'll just leave it at positivity is important. Yeah.
And one of the happiest moments of your life? Careful, Austin.
Careful. I'm not good at picking out happiest moments. I'll pick out like one of the, I don't know. I was extremely happy in May. I got to go to Cuba because my family's from there, and no one has gotten to go back since the early 50s. So I was the first person to go back in like 60 years. Well, I've never been there before. I wasn't going back, but first person out of the family to go there since the early 50s. So that was really interesting and affirming or something like that.
You flunked. The happiest moment of your life was when you went to work for me 3 years ago.
What?
When he worked for her.
Now, Mrs. Davis.
Hi, I'm Ellen, married to John.
there's 5 children between us, 8 grandchildren. Oldest is going to be 16, getting her license.
Isn't that aren't those blessings?
Very, very nervous grandparents. I have a lot of health issues. One of them is weight. Found out definite that the weight issue has to do with thyroid. So I'm on blood pressure medication, thyroid medication, going back and forth to doctors every 2 weeks. Decided that I needed to do something to start feeling better, stop feeling so tired, cut out a lot of things, and like you, potato chips. I could get a big bag of potato chips and sour cream and a 3-liter bottle of soda and have them gone in a half hour and want more.
So one of the happiest moments in your
One of the happiest moments, outside of meeting my husband and kids and grandkids, is when I met this fabulous man named Pastor Steve. And he asked me if I knew I was going to heaven or hell. I didn't know what he really meant, but he led me to the Lord, and I wanted to shout it from the rooftops that when I die, I know for sure that I have a home in heaven.
Helen, what can you tell us about yourself, Helen? I can tell everybody you're 84 years old.
No, I'm 85.
Oh, you are. I knew you when you were.
She's 85, not 84.
Tell us about yourself.
What's that?
And what were one of the happiest days of your life?
That's sodas, iced tea.
Oh. You're a good girl. Down in Maryland, right? Oh, Pennsylvania. And why did you go to Maryland?
To work at the hospital.
You were a nurse.
Adventist Hospital.
Oh, the Adventist Hospital, where?
Town Park, Maryland.
Oh, yeah.
Near Washington.
What is,
1953.
oh, yeah. What's a psychoceramics?
10 milligrams.
You know what anybody know what psychoceramics?
What's the ceramics?
Crazy
Cervix.
mug jars.
Soda, 10
How about
milligrams,
crack
0%.
What's the cervix?
8 fluid ounces.
Oh, okay, I got it.
And did you know that a neurotic
Want some?
builds castles in the air, and a psychotic lives in castles in the air, and a psychiatrist collects rent from both of them?
That's raspberry.
Bob, you missed a good joke.
That was funny.
Anybody got any
Just laugh.
announcements or any things they want us to know or share?
Tomorrow night is the interfaith. Can you tell about that?
What was that, dear?
Can you describe the interfaith,
Muriel?
which is
Muriel?
tomorrow night?
Oh, okay, why don't you
What are
want,
you doing?
you would do that very well.
Cold.
I bow to you.
For years.
What's that?
No, thank you.
Okay, tomorrow night, over at the Methodist Church, not that it's a Methodist function, they just rent the hall, is interfaith, all faiths. And I think we're going to have some Mormons. And we have Sufi, and we have Christian Scientists, and we have Methodist and Roman Catholic.
Baha'i.
Who, dear?
Baha'i.
Oh,
The Baha'i religion.
Most people believe they're all.
That's a religion, they're not just saying hello.
and it's a potluck, so you're all invited. We'd love to have you. We usually have about 25 to 30. We always have an interesting program. Potluck, bring it at 5:45, heat it up, put it on the table. Doug Van Auken usually goes. Where did Don Goring go? Where did he
He's
go?
right here. He had to go get something to drink.
Oh, okay. Don, tell us about yourself and one of the happiest things that happened to you.
Getting this was I was thirsty.
So you're all invited. Anything else, Joyce, you wanted me to say about that?
No, that's good.
That's over here, right?
Yes,
Yes,
the
Oh, I
Mexican
thought you meant
it's
the one in
every
Galatia.
month, the last Thursday of the month. It's
last
not
Thursday.
of every-
No, it isn't. It's the fourth
Come to
Thursday.
the-
Fourth,
it's not
sorry,
vegetarian,
then.
but
Fourth
there's
Thursday of the
usually a lot
month.
of
Vegetarian
dishes.
Club's last Wednesday.
Right.
Anybody have any announcements or information you'd like to give us? Or tell us what we should do?
The
You
yard
want me to
sale.
share this now?
Oh, that's a good
Yard
thing,
sale,
Liz.
right.
Yes, good.
I'm announcing
Yard
your
sale.
sale.
Why not?
Why not?
Okay, honey,
Tell
stand
about
up.
your yard sale.
I will.
I do have something to say.
So,
Got a lot of new clothes.
on my search to find stuff, I like anything that's free. 'Cause That's how I am. There's a couple websites for vegans, but they give you all kinds of It's Action for Animals. They literally send you a how to become a vegan packet for free, and it comes with all kinds of stickers. This is the biggest thing here about people starting. They actually give you a list of things to eat, what you should eat, what's vegan, what's not. The truth about cage-free, free-range, and organic eggs, I mean, it's not just vegans, but there's a lot of vegetarian stuff. The information is really, this information here was really good, because you're like, oh my god, what do I eat? And it's very scary to not eat. Not eating. And then,
And it was actionforanimals.com?
org.
.org.
And then they send you all kinds of recipes. And I find that the vegan recipes, if you don't have one ingredient, you can interchange with other things. If you go online, like, my biggest thing is don't use eggs, use bananas, applesauce, different oils. And I like junk food. I know, Glendora, I made a pumpkin pie for another event, and everybody ate my pie and not the regular pie, because my pumpkin pie rocked, even though it was vegan. But they, like this, I love it. Junk food. You want junk food, you can still have junk food being a vegan, and it's not as fattening as normal junk food, so like,
Well, that's good.
I want cake.
Oh, there's no
I want
preservatives in
something
it.
good, but, so if you go to there, they just give you all kinds of,
So all that came in the mail?
and they're really good. When they send, you'll have it in a week. You have it in a couple days. They're very on it about sending it out. Good. As far as information, and then
So you get that information online and then
you go in and you just request you want a starter packet to become a vegan
on the online.
online, and they send
What do
you
you write in, honey?
Action for Animals.
Joyce,
You write in Action for Animals.
.org.
the county fair
Okay.
over the
And then
weekend. right?
another thing,
Yeah,
which
what
is
about-
coming up
You
in
should tell
November, is the Veggie Fest.
Good for you,
do
Liz.
it.
And last year I went, and I came home with so much stuff. It was great. They have books. They're passing out free samples.
Where was that? What was that?
The Veggie Fest.
Where's that?
The Polish Community Center.
It's called the Albany Vegetarian Network Incorporated.
Uh-huh.
And every year they have a veggie fest. And they had it at the Egg one year, but
It's at the Polish.
it's at the Polish Community Center, which is Washington Street Extension, folks. You know where that
In
is?
Albany.
And it will be the second Saturday in November.
Ah.
And if you're
It's
like
all
one of
day.
the first, usually if you're the first 100 or 500 people to come through, they give out free goodie bags. Like, there was cookies and
But you've
all
got it.
kinds of free, I don't know, it was a bunch of free stuff, but it makes you, like, you go there, and there's all kinds of vendors, and sampling, and different food, and,
That does sound good.
like, I didn't need to buy any food, because by the time you walked around the whole building and tried everything, you're like, I can't eat no.
But stay away from their vegan desserts. If you think the whipped cream and these vegan desserts are theirs, wow.
How do you make whipped cream without cream?
Coconut milk.
Oh,
I don't know.
really?
Almond milk, of course, would be a lot of it.
I use coconut milk, and it's a 24-hour thing. You get a can of coconut milk, and you tip it upside down, and you leave it in your refrigerator overnight.
Uh-huh.
So then, when you go to use it,
then you have to very gently tip it back over. You open the top and you drain the liquid. And in the bottom is this, basically the coconut pulp. And you blend that in with confectionery sugar,
And
a little
that's like
vanilla,
whipped cream?
and it makes unbelievable whipped cream.
Oh, I'm gonna have to try that now.
Yeah.
Has anybody tried to make whipped cream out of rice? It's fantastic.
Right?
Whipped
Yeah,
cream
you
out of
boil-
rice.
You boil your rice, brown rice too.
Uh-huh.
You boil it, and you put it in your blender, and you put in dates, and you put in vanilla. Somebody help me. There's one other thing you put in. What would it be? Do you know? You've got the rice, you got the dates, vanilla, and you add a little bit of water, make sure you have the texture, and it comes out fluffy whipped cream. Vanilla.
Put in egg
That's it,
rolls.
folks. Let's go over it again. Rice, dates, vanilla. What was that other thing I said?
Water.
Egg rolls.
Yeah. And that comes out the fluffiest, tasty whipped
And
cream
it's not-
you could
it's
ever
not-
have.
So you have to really blend the rice before you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then
So
of
it's gotta
course
be
you
real
have to
smooth.
put
That sounds like
you have to put
chuk-chuk,
it in the
Joyce.
refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
And I
It
think
sounds
for
like
quite a while.
chuk-chuk.
Sounds like
Or
chuk-chuk.
like overnight or something. Now this Albany Vegetarian Network, there is no admission fee. It's free.
Wow.
And people come from all over the country. The best leaders and the best vegetarians. American Vegan Society is there. They're all there. Compassion for Animals is there. What are some of the others that I send to Austin?
Mercy for Animals.
That's the one, Mercy for Animals.
Passion Over Killing is one. There's a lot of them.
Anybody got any announcements?
I just have a question. With this Action for Animals, now you said they send you the starter pack and it tells you recipes and stuff. Now, do they upgrade, and when they upgrade to like different recipes and this, do they send you stuff
No,
on a
this,
continual
when they
basis?
send you, they just send you like a start, it's just like a starter kit. And then I find that
All in one plate and pass it, if you would, please.
I get books at the library, go online to find the recipes. That was just enough to get you like,
Started.
okay, I can do this. Like,
You can bring on the potluck tomorrow too.
it's just a starter pack. But it's just the way they present here. Like, it's just the way they present the information. If you look that over, you're gonna be like, it's very outlined. There is no blurred lines.
No, Austin, yeah, pass that around, okay? Take one and pass it on.
And this is not even all that they sent. This is just the stuff that I kept because the other information I already knew.
Oh, thanks.
Folks, I have here, anybody ever hear of the Daily Bread?
Yes.
When I pray, I don't say, give us this day our daily bread. I say, give them this day their daily bread. Meaning the animals. This is a wonderful devotional. You see the Bible passage here on this side, and then over here these men discuss it. And it really makes you feel good. I've got this, it came in the mail, I have one. Anybody who wants this is welcome to it. Anything else to say, folks?
I do. I have a
Want any more?
I have
Ariel?
a big black and white, about 4-year-old male cat that is really, really needing a home. If anybody's interested or knows somebody that might be interested in him, keep me in mind.
Oh, that's good. Say it again, honey, repeat it.
He's a black and white male cat. He was abandoned by the people that moved out of their apartment, and he is staying with a fellow that can't keep him. So he's about, I think he said he's about 4 years old. As far as I know, he's neutered.
And how will people get in touch with you, honey? You got a website or anything?
Yeah, Every Cat Counts. Everycatcounts.info. You can go there and my information is there. It says I live in Elizaville, but I don't. But anyhow, my number's on it.
Okay. Anybody, I'll take names of
Actually, I
people
don't
to
know
pray
what
for.
number is on it.
Anybody want anybody to pray for?
Gail. Gail Lichten.
Gail. Gail Lessing.
Lichten. Lichten.
Say again, dear, please.
Lichten. L-I-C-T-E-N,
Oh, Licton.
Licton, yep.
Anybody else?
All of us.
John?
That's,
Yeah, he's been having that.
I'll give you my phone number.
Oh, young man like that. And John's last name is Conlon?
Actually, I don't think this
That's
number
her
is
son.
on.
Anybody else for prayer? You want me to sing you our theme song?
Sure.
I can put my son Jeffrey from the sickness that he's having. I don't know what it is.
No, really?
Yeah.
J. Jeffrey or G. Jeffrey?
Jeffrey.
G. Jeffrey or J?
Hey.
Look at this.
J.
You make it with flour.
R-E-Y.
Anybody else?
Yep.
Okay, our theme song is all creatures of our God and King, lift up your hearts and let us sing. Just be kind, stop the cruel. Thou cows and pigs, leave them alone. The horses, hens, and turkeys too. Save the fish, just be kind. One with God, save the cows, hallelujah. Any other business come before our meeting?
There's
Want us to pass the water bottle down for you? I can do that.
Please take some of these ham sandwiches home. There's no way in the world I'm gonna be able to eat all those. No, no, take them home. Take some home. Give them to the kids and the grandkids.
not the kids.
That would be me. I don't have any kids.
No, I'm sorry, Alan.
There's a,
Leave
Colum-
it in the freezer till you do.
there's a Columbia County Fair over the holiday weekend. It's,
Now, would you like to watch the video, folks?
I don't think you heard you, Bob.
I don't know where it went. I can set it back up.
Would you like to watch the video, or would we just like to talk to each other? What would we like to
you
do?
know, let's
Maybe we just like to talk to each other.
talk to each other. yeah.
The Chatham Fair is starting and we're working in it, her and I, and
She's talking about it.
my two daughters and I are gonna be at the Chatham Fair
Oh, yeah! You want me to tell them about that?
tomorrow.
Hey, one of the ministries, I think this is wonderful, the Seventh Day Church, they take as a ministry the Chatham Fair, and they have a booth there. And they offer people free ice water. And, what else do you do?
Give me a Bible, a whole pack of Bibles and all kind of good books.
And don't you have a Bible contest? Don't you have, if they can, yeah, they have Bible questions and they get prizes, don't they? Don't you think that's wonderful to have at the Chatham Fair? Tell us more, can you tell us more?
Do you have any specific Bible that you follow?
He meant, I think you mean like King James Prince,
King James, NIV,
NIV, New.
I think it's just my Bible.
Yeah, they probably have their own. You stay in touch, okay, Luke? Bye. Bye, Liz.
Bye-bye.
I have a question.
So what's your answer? You wanna just talk to each other, or do we wanna see
She's
video?
starting now. Muriel has a question.
I have a question. I'm not very religious, but at times when I'm talking to people, they'll tell me, well, animals were put on this earth for our use, and it's written in the Bible. What type of argument would I give to those people
I have the
that
answer
feel
to
that?
that.
Thank you.
God very, very clearly said He gave us dominion over the animals, but that dominion means stewardship. It does not mean exploitation. We have stewardship. God wanted us to take care of the animals.
Good answer.
Thank you, very good answer.
Does the Bible actually say use the animals? What was your?
Anybody else got it?
God said that we have dominion over the animals.
But she's saying
Yeah.
that the people that said you using the animals.
Because they're misrepresenting.
Said God said to people, I can't remember exactly where, but Pilate says, take all the animals of the earth and let them be as meat.
No, that's the, originally that's not what God said,
That was
right?
back in the Old Testament where he
Yeah.
said that we have dominion over them. But then in the New Testament,
Yeah,
and according to some people, they believe
that was bad. Isn't it right, Esther? In the beginning, it was not, you weren't supposed to,
that's in the beginning, huh?
in the beginning, and, before Noah, right? Or was it after Noah that it came in?
I
Yeah,
think
but
it was in the, before, cause I think it was in Genesis.
Yeah.
But it also talks about sacrificing animals and
Oh, isn't that terrible?
Blood sacrifice.
At least they stopped doing that.
Some, not all.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
There's,
I was just saying it's a lot better.
there's some, it's a Jewish faith that continues to sacrifice roosters over in the Catskill Mountains.
really, for what purpose?
Really?
Really,
Why did they do it?
I have no idea, but it is their religion, and that's what they state when
Never heard of that.
Well, I never heard of that.
they tout their religious right over the animal cruelty
And it's a
aspect.
Jewish, a part of the Jewish religion?
It's part of the,
Cause it sounds like maybe
it's like, it's
Haitian
the
or
ones
something.
that have
The
the beard.
the Hasidic?
Yeah,
There's a colony or whatever you call it
Mm-hmm.
on the Catskill side?
yes.
Did you ever hear of that, Bob?
No.
Well, there's always a lot of anti-Semitism and prejudice against Jews. And one of the most popular things is that they sacrifice Jewish children at Passover for their blood. And this chicken thing is the same, it's the same baloney.
Well, actually, they do
Actually,
it though.
it's not.
They do.
It's not, because some of the animals have escaped, and they're now at the Catskill Animal Sanctuary.
But is it part of a ritual that they do and then they eat the rooster? Is that, I mean, have they incorporated it into a food kind of thing? Is that,
I
I'm just
don't
wondering.
believe so.
And they're Hasidic Jews.
I
Well,
don't
the
know.
Hasidic Jews are only one part,
I don't know
Right, of the entire
exactly.
Jewish faith.
they're one
okay.
part of the Jewish faith,
Right.
and probably 90% of the Jews don't even know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's part of the
Well.
prejudice and the anti-Semitism.
Okay, Bob,
Right.
this is not the place to.
I think it would be a lot better. I mean, part of my reasoning for not eating meat was not because I don't love it, because I do, that's the truth. But it's the way we treat the animals that we do eat. If there were ways to, change that part of the system, it would be better too, but it's horrible the way that it is.
Yes.
I am guilt stricken all the time. And yet,
I have a prayer for all of you. Hear me well, please. May your spirit, soul, and body be complete without blemish. Amen.
amen.
That comes from 1 Thessalonians
I got an hour left to
5.
cut lawns.
23.
You gotta watch your tennis matches too.
So what are you doing? Are you still working? You still doing legal work or?
Anybody know any good jokes?
Yeah,
I do
Bob,
not.
Did you ever tell your last joke?
I never
Which was the
remember
last one?
jokes.
Me neither. It's the worst.
I don't know.
They're all dirty jokes.
No dirty jokes.
Well, there's one that when they had the floods there in Louisiana,
Yes.
with the hurricane, and this fellow was on his roof and the water was rising.
Can you hear him, Glendora?
Yes, thank you. Can you hear?
Well, I can talk quieter if you don't want to hear it. At any rate, the water's rising and he's on his roof, and the guy comes by in a canoe and he says, "You better get in the canoe because the water's rising, you're going to drown." He says, "No, God will save me." So the guy goes on, another guy comes by in a motorboat, water's getting even higher. He says, "Look, the water's getting very high. You better get in the boat because you're going to drown." No, he says, "I'm okay. God will save me." And the guy comes by in a kayak, the same thing. He says, no, I'm okay. God will save me. And finally the water rises and he drowns. So he goes up to heaven and he says to God, he says, how come you didn't save me? He says, I prayed for you. And God says, well, I sent 4 people and you didn't take any.
That's good.
All right, I have not found a full dinner yet, but I volunteer to work on it, okay, Glendora?
Oh, thank you,
All righty,
thank you.
all right. I found some very interesting, like, side dishes, but
And, yeah, and get the recipe together. Now, how many casseroles of that do you think we need? How many people, how many servings?
for
We
which?
seem to average about 20 people. So,
Some anyway.
what do you, will we count 40 servings?
Yeah, for
40
which
servings?
one are we talking about?
Good jump.
In October?
It's going to deposit.
Yes, aren't we talking October?
Okay, yes,
Because Thanksgiving is the
right,
vegetarian turkey.
right.
Okay. Did I tell you about Adam was talking to God? Did I tell you that?
Probably.
Tell it again.
Okay. And Adam says, God, why did you make Eve? And God says, well, I thought you were lonesome. Well, God, why did you make her so beautiful? Well, so you would like her. God, why did you make her so dumb? So she would like you.
I think I've heard that one before.
My middle name is Muriel.
Is it? Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. What's
Did
your
we
middle
clean
name?
up all
Is
the
it Joyce?
sandwiches in the water?
Close.
So, what are the 2 animal sanctuaries? Catskill
And
what's-
Woodstock.
And Woodstock.
What's that?
Catskill is in Saugerties.
Yeah, I've been there. What's the name of the one in Woodstock?
Woodstock Farm Animal Sanctuary.
That's been there for years. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Let's see, one of the happiest moments of my life. I worked at NBC in Hollywood. And in the days of radio, it was the beginning of television. And Bob Hope was still doing his program on radio at the NBC studios at Sunset and Vine in Hollywood. And I asked him if he wanted my 3 scrapbooks of pictures of him that I had collected as a fan of Bob Hope. And he said, sure. He says, bring it out to my office at Toluca Lake, North Hollywood. And then he goes through the books a little bit, and he says to his agent, she's got more pictures of me than you have. Anybody else got a happy moment? to share?
Was Bob Hope as nice in real life as he was portrayed?
My take on Bob Hope is that he is an astute, or was, an astute businessman. And he knew how to hire the right people to put him into the right places. The most recent thing is that he got an airport named after him, didn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, something,
Isn't there around Los Angeles a Bob
something
Hope
was named
Airport?
after him.
But he is extremely kind. All of the hoopla and all of the applause of his going to the veterans all over the world, not veterans, excuse me, soldiers all over the world, that has endeared him to millions. It wasn't so much kindness, it was just that the audiences in the United States were worn out with his humor. But when he appeared before soldiers away from home, they went wild. So that turned out to be something that really helped to make him close to immortal. Now, another thing about Bob Hope, he was determined that he would not die until he was 100.
He did.
He made it, and
He
his
did.
wife made it beyond that.
Okay, we all have a goal.
But one
couldn't
night,
imagine.
on that radio show, Jack Benny was his guest. And you remember Jack Benny played the violin, you remember that, right? And so he's standing at this microphone over here, and Bob Hope is at this microphone over here. And Jack Benny's just not making any sound, he's just fingering his violin. And Bob Hope said to him angrily, he says, "You're not gonna play that during my violin, are you?"
So Bob Hope said that to Jack Benny?
Repeat?
Bob Hope said that to Jack Benny, or
Yeah,
Jack Benny said that?
He did,
But Bob Hope didn't play the violin.
yeah.
I'm confused.
And, one night, one of his agents came up and told him that there was a Marine dying at San Luis Obispo. And, all that Marine wanted was to see Bob Hope. And so he said, "Will you go?" I did not hear the answer. In fact, he didn't give the answer. But he let me be on his after show. You know, if he had a good audience for after the program was broadcast clear across the country from Hollywood, he would do an after show for that audience, and so he let me do it.
Oh, you were the host?
I told 5 or 6 jokes of my own that I had written.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun.
There was a famous Jack Benny joke where he's going down an alley and a robber comes up and sticks a gun in his ribs and he says, "Your money or your life?" So he's waiting, and the robber says, "So?" And Jack Benny says, "Oh, wait a minute, I'm thinking."
He's famous for those kind of dry jokes like that.
I always get a kick out of that joke.
Is that your idea, John?
I said having 100 years for gold to live, I told her she only had 37 more years to go for gold.
What did he say?
He said she only has 37 more years to go. It's
Put
funny,
up
I
with
was
me.
thinking about that on the way down here when you were talking about, what were you talking about? I was thinking I'm gonna be 55 this year. I'm gonna live less than I've lived already now. I've reached that point.
Well, you don't know that.
I do know that. There's no way I'm gonna make it to 100 and, would have to be like 110.
110.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Ain't
an
happening.
interesting point.
Yeah.
Being that you're going at 55, did you ever reach a point when you started your 50s, where do I fit in? I'm too old for this crowd, but I'm too, because I'm 52. I just turned 52 in March.
Wow.
And I'm really having issues with it. I'm like, okay, I've worked in a nursing home for 8 years. I've seen good, I've seen bad. It seemed like when I hit my 50s, started having all these major health issues. But the biggest thing I'm having problems dealing with is like, okay, there's an 18-year-old. Oh wow. Just like overnight, I went from 18 to 50. I'm too old for that crowd, but yet I'm too young for that crowd. But that's what I've got to look forward to. And it's like, I look in the mirror and it's like, where did this young person go to?
It's like an identity crisis, because I too do that. I think, how did I end up 55? My mind feels like I'm in my 20s still. So
That's me.
you know, and I bend down and my knees don't work anymore, and I'm like, what the hell happened to my knees? You know, I don't, you know, it like creeps up on you, and then all of a sudden it hits you. I didn't have any real milestone birthdays where I felt one was worse or better than any other. When I turned 50, I turned 50, but for some reason 55 is like, I think it's because people keep telling me I'm going to be a senior citizen. It's so bizarre to me.
Congratulations, you turned 50. Now I'm 52 and AARP is sending me.
Yes.
And it's like, wait a minute, I'm not ready for this.
But in some places 50, you can get discounts.
I'm not even 21 yet, and I feel old. So.
Knock it off.
Let me tell you something. Enjoy it, because you get up in the morning, you take for granted, you go and bend over, you put your shoes on, you can tie them up. Here I am, 52 years old, and I'll tell you what, I struggle like crazy to get my shoes. And most of the time, John, can you put my shoes on me and tie them up, because I can't bend over. And it's like,
I don't know.
It's called getting old. It's called getting older.
It's like,
You know, I read something just recently, which put me in a different perspective. I am not old. I am a young person with wrinkles.
Oh, very good.
And as far as relating to, I can relate to an 18-year-old just as much as I can relate to an 80-year-old. It just is, it's all a matter of your perspective and how you look
Right.
at things. If you want to hang out with 18-year-olds, go for it. Hang out with 18-year-olds.
If they'll let you.
You know,
They're not gonna.
I hang out with my granddaughter, and she's 5, and we go and we play.
Well, I think, look,
It's-
talking about
it's-
happy moments.
It's all your own perspective.
My daughter was living in North Carolina, my youngest daughter. She's, 28. And, she had a rescue mission in North Carolina. Couldn't say no to animals, every stray. Why I had a home in her home. She came up with her fiance at the time, and they were staying at our house. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, I hear footsteps. They sounded really restless. She come downstairs and she was in tears. She says, "Mom, I've got an earache." I mean, it was bad. So I heated up some oil, put some oil in her ear. Now she's 19, 20, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. We go in, hot water bottle, blanket. She curled up on my lap, wrapped up in a blanket, and I just held her for dear life.
You never outgrow your mother.
Cried. And to this day, my son, he's 27, and when we say goodbye, he goes, "Ma, I don't want to say goodbye because goodbye sounds forever." He goes, "I'll see you later," and he says, "I love you," and he gives me a kiss, and he don't care who's around. He don't care who you are, what
Give
you.
Daddy a hug.
Yep, tells Dad, "I love you." Got a 33-year-old daughter. "Mom, Dad, love you. See you in a little while." Call up each other at night. Tell the kids, "Love you." You know,
You
it's
get a chance.
like
She's been doing chat
just trying to hang on to
50 plus years.
good times.
Oh, wow.
I was going to tell you that aging
It's all
is a
over
matter
the
of the
space,
mind. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter.
That's right.
Yeah.
Right, hon?
I do find myself though when I'm hanging around with 20-year-olds that I sometimes I listen to what they're talking about and I think to myself how foolish that is. And then I think, well, I think I must have felt the same way when I was that age, and they're full of energy and and stupid stuff just like I was, but now that I'm older, I don't have the same tolerance for it. So I couldn't like hang out, but I can watch from a distance, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Want to bring the camera around
I
again?
know.
I know.
Yeah.
But people my age are foolish sometimes too, so,
I mean, I find a lot of people that are in their 20s, and they look at me, and I've seen others, like, "You're old, you don't know what you're talking about, you're not growing up in these times, we've got it hard." And it's, when I was a kid, we didn't have internet. Kids love to get punished now. Go to your room. Well, hey, if I had the internet and had my own phone and had Xbox, I'd be getting punished too every time I could get punished to go and play on my Xbox or internet.
I'd like to start with Pat and go around the room this way, and let's have each one of you say, what do you think of our club? Pat?
Well, it's been very eye-opening, but I have enjoyed it, and I do think I will be back. But I like it because, talk about, veganism, vegetarianism, and, just all the other conversations that, kind of spring up is very interesting, and, as you said, it puts things into perspective.
Has it been a support group to you like Alcoholics Anonymous helping you be?
Absolutely.
You heard about Paranoids Anonymous, they wouldn't tell anybody where they held their meetings. John, what do you think of our club?
What I think of club? Oh, well, my name is John Davis, and I'm a meat eater.
Hello, John.
Hi, how you doing? And I think that this is helping me lean more toward the vegetarian, plant-based
Do you
diet.
enjoy the club? I mean,
Oh, yes, I do.
You do? How about you?
I enjoy it. I feel that, this is helping me make the decision that I need to make.
Yeah, we're a support group for you, aren't we?
Yes,
It's
and,
better than a bar.
I feel that any conversation can come up.
Yeah.
And you're free to talk about it, get opinions, and it's been wonderful.
Yeah.
And
I like your hair.
oh,
Austin, what do you think of this group?
Oh, I think it's really constructive to have this kind of club meeting in a rural setting. It's not like we live in the middle of Kansas or anything, but it's there's not as much support for vegetarians and vegans in areas like this. Like when I go to school in Boston, so a lot of my friends are vegetarian or vegan, and it's really easy to find other people who are, and it's easy to have access to foods and health foods supplements, that kind of stuff. Because there's so many stores and people around you that there's bound to be other people who need the same thing. So I think it's really good that you have something going on in such a small town like
Yeah,
this.
that's right. You know what,
And
folks?
I'm very impressed with the outcome too.
You mean the attendance?
Quite a few people come.
Yes. And 3 of you heard it from the advertisers. That's so, Shannon, Pat, and Muriel?
Don't forget.
Oh, yes, and the Davises are 4 and 5. Helen, what do you think of our club?
Very good.
You're almost a charter member, aren't you, Helen? Haven't you been to all 6 of them? By the way, folks, we've been in existence for a half a year.
Wow.
This is our 6th month. Pretty good, huh? What do you think of it, Esther?
It's great, real friendly, very educational.
Oh, good. And you, Chris?
I think your jokes are amazing. My cheeks always hurt when I leave here, so, and I live alone, so it's good, you know what I mean? So, thank you.
And Shannon, tell us what you think of it.
I think it's great too, and I like that it's a lot of fun and everyone's laughing, and I like your jokes over there. You're really
Yeah.
So I like it that it's not super serious. It's just kind of fun and lighthearted too.
And we're doing good, We're leading people away from slaughtering these poor little innocent animals. And who's next? You, Madeline, what do you like about the club?
Well, Glendora, I have to say I'm very impressed with your ability to remember names.
Oh.
I am terrible with names, so I'm always impressed when somebody can do that, and you have a very good memory for that.
I'm really good if you owe me money.
Yeah. I don't owe you any money then.
You notice she always got her eyes closed. I think she writes your names on the back of her eyelids.
Muriel, what do you think of our club, your first night?
I like it. I like being around like-minded folks.
Yes, I think it's wonderful to have the companionship and the comradeship, don't you? The friendship. Friendship is what I'm saying again. Bob, Blum, what do you think of it?
Forgot my name. What is it? Well, I think it's admirable that you've got constructed this group and keep it going. And I think a lot of people are enjoying it.
Don Goering, who is an accomplished carpenter, what do you think?
What is he?
An accomplished carpenter.
He's an accomplished carpenter. What do you think, Don?
Well, it's interesting. The people are very good, nice.
Thank you, Don.
The food, I don't know about that. I like beef.
Don is never going to be a vegetarian.
Hey, potatoes, man.
Oh, no, you can't say that.
Well,
I like
never
You know,
steak.
all things work for good for those who love the Lord. Joyce, we saved you the best for last. What do you think of
Oh
it?
my gosh, Bob took the words out of my mouth. I think it's wonderful that you started this and you're keeping it going. And on behalf of all the animals, we thank you for this cause.
Yay, Glendora.
Thank you. Do you think we should, I like this size. I don't like great big clubs. Do you?
But Glendora, can you not start before we get get here. Wait next time.
Why didn't you have enough sandwiches?
What?
Didn't you have enough sandwiches?
No, but you know what did happen, by the time we got here, the bees didn't get eaten,
Did
because
we eat?
everything else did, so. Yeah, we got a bunch of whammy sammies that we gotta do something with.
I'll take some home.
Oh, absolutely, please do.
What, no, Joyce, what do you want me to do?
Don't start a minute before 6. Wait till we get here.
Oh, do we have to, Joyce?
Yeah, we started at like 5:40.
I know, shall we take a vote on that, or shall we
Well,
just do?
also, Maggie had half the food, so don't start before the food gets.
If
Shall
you're
we
gonna
do
start
what she
at
tells us
20
to
up,
do?
I'll get here at 20 up, but I thought it was 6 o'clock. so.
Shall we do what she tells us to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should wait to start this.
I work until 5:30, so I can't get here until.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll be polite and we'll wait for all of you at 6, right?
Yeah.
Food will be served at 6. Everybody say aye.
Where traffic is bad.
We should get going.
You're all going now? Okay.
Well, we got a dog. We gotta go and take care of him.
You all, you know that paper, you have my number on there,
Yes,
Pat.
absolutely.
Ellen,
If you get any ideas, Pat, call me, please.
Yes, absolutely, will do. Thank you for
Oh, I loved it, Pat.
Thank you very
Please
much.
come,
Thank you. Very welcome.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you all.
Pat, I'll take you, we have a vegetarian hamburger, we have a restaurant here that does vegetarian hamburgers. If you and Shannon wanna come over, I'll take you.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, will you?
Yeah, definitely.
Call me up and we'll make a date.
We will.
Thank you.
Take care, dears.
Thank you.
I have to go because I'm so sleepy. I'm ready for bed.
I know it, it's way past your bedtime. Yeah. We're ready to help you go up, honey. We're all ready to help you go up. I'll see you Saturday. After, I'll see you Saturday. Around 10? The Brenda Roy and her husband, they were terrific. Took me to church. Took me. I was her surrogate.
Okay, very good meeting.
Oh, good, I'm glad you came. They love you. They love you, Helen.
Okay, I'll try. No, I just want. Look, he's behind the chair too. Look. I need training.
Oh, okay.
Take 2 then.
Thank you.
Thank you, my darling. See you Saturday at 10.
Okay.
Chris, what's the story on things? Is Sandy back in California?
She is, and I'm going the 8th of September.
Wonderful. For how long?
Through the 18th.
10 days.
Yeah. They're going up to Oregon, and I'll be going in to take care of the boys, the grandsons.
That's nice.
Well,
That's really bonding.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard to have them leave a couple of years ago. Almost 4 years ago they left.
I know, but that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Glendora, see you again.
Hey, okay, John.
I'm lucky I'm retired and can do it.
See ya. I'll see you next last Wednesday of September. Okay?
Okay.
I think it's the 25th. Be sure you come now. Yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. We going to get together?
We'll see. I'm just,
We can go to Tom. She sold it. Tom's has been sold.
I didn't know it was sold.
what about
Yeah.
the mustard and
Take everything.
the mustard and
Glendora might want the relish, but you might want some of the relish, right?
Anybody can offer to anything. I'll take what's left. Yeah, she sold it, and she's very pleased because she's been sick, and it's quite a weight for anybody her age. Austin, could you give us an assist with a chair, dear?
Yeah, totally.
Bye, Muriel.
Here comes a chair stair.
All right, we'll be in touch about it sometime, okay?
Hammies, please, take.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Muriel, come with me. I just invited Chris. We'll go to Tom's. They have vegetarian hamburgers, vegetarian BLTs, right here in the village.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You work in the
It was a
noontime,
big
huh?
bag, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Can you get it,
Yeah.
Joyce?
from 8:30 to 5:30.
8:30 to 5:30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we
Horrible
could arrange
hours.
something.
Yeah.
Huh? Okay, Mary, you were a great addition.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. George, do you need a ride?
Oh, no, I know, I've got,
Do I need a ride?
Those are all just sandwich bags.
No, thank you. I think Austin will take care of it.
Okay,
That's very nice, Esther.
sure. See you later.
Bye.
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 Okay, sure. Thank you.
Oh, please take more than that. Take a
No,
couple.
no, really, this is good.
Really, take more.
I've gotta cut down on.
Austin, make sure that nobody takes the top of that box, will you?
Oh, yeah.
Thanks.
Is it still there?
I don't know.
I left
you
all
tray,
your
Joyce?
stuff in that box.
Yeah,
That's all your stuff?
that, my friend wants that
I'll
box
check
back.
for it.
Well, anyway, I put
Oh,
it
yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
That's fine. It's got some stuff in it, so no one's gonna take it.
Austin, these are her baggies also. I didn't
Oh,
use them. I
thank you
had
very
baggies.
much. Wonderful.
Hey, Maddie, can
Yes.
you carry everything?
I think all I really have is that tray.
Where'd your-
Glendora, nice seeing you.
where'd
good
your
to see you.
tomatoes go?
Did you have a good
I don't
time,
know.
Madeline?
I put them over there. Yeah, I always do.
What do you
I
think?
do
These are
too.
Glendora's.
Joyce, did you have a good time?
Yeah, here you go.
Thanks.
All right, see you tomorrow.
Maybe.
Joyce, if
Yeah, I'll
can
see
you
you
balance
tomorrow.
yourself out and take
Madeline,
that?
you and Dawn coming tomorrow?
I'm not sure. I don't think so because I'm going upstate. My friend Debbie's dog passed away and she's very sad, so I'm going to have to hug her about 1,000 times.
Yeah, that's what
So I'm not
she
sure what
needs.
time I'm gonna get back.
Yeah, that's what it takes.
See you later.
Yeah.
Bye, Austin. Good luck in college.
Thanks for coming. Thank you very much.
Bye.
It's Northeastern in near Chicago.
Oh, Boston. No, Northwestern's in Chicago. Everyone gets them mixed up.
Northeastern, northwestern.
Yeah. Yeah, formed back when Chicago was the Northwest. Alright.
Well, did you like it, Austin?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was the best one yet, don't you?
Definitely. We didn't have a couple of the regulars, but,
Oh, who was missing?
Ginny wasn't here. Ginny
Oh,
usually
and you know who wasn't here was Sandy.
Yeah, and Ginny usually brings her daughter, right?
Debbie.
Yeah.
And I know another one's missing. Pat Starr couldn't come.
Yeah, Pat couldn't make it, but we had a couple new people, so it was fine.
We had 3 new people.
Mm-hmm.
It's 7:24, just about right. 7:25.
Yep, that's generally the time that people start heading out, so perfect length.
It was good we found out how they liked it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So there were 17, right?
I think so. There were 14 or 15 at the end, but
And Doug Van Auken, he
Doug
left.
left, Liz left.
That's 16, 17.
Yeah. So there were at least 17. And someone else came for a couple minutes, right? Did someone else come for a little while or no? Maybe not. I don't know.
I can't remember anybody leaving.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Did you like the ham sandwiches?
I didn't have one. I've only been having the turkey ones because I like them. I already know I really like those. So.
Who took all the rest of them, Joyce?
I think everyone had one or two. That
No,
bring home.
somebody took out a whole pan full. That was Joyce.
Oh, I guess so.
There were quite a few. I'll tell you how many were left over. 12. So that's
60 were brought though, so that's pretty good. That's more than 3/4 of them.
Yeah, that's a good number. When you figure we had 40 hot dogs and 40 hot dogs and hamburgers, and we had 60 sandwiches.
is Barbara's box. Keep that off on the side.
Well, we'll miss you. September, October, November.
I know, yeah. I might. Oh yeah. I won't be, if I come back home in November, it won't be till like the Tuesday or Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah,
so
right.
the meeting, but I'll be able to hear how it went. Also, if I go to the Boston Veggie Expo, I'll let you know how that
have a lot of
goes. Yeah.
things to bring us.
Oh yeah, well, I'll let you know how it goes over the phone if that's the case. And then,
You mean you'd call us up?
yeah. Well, I mean,
At
I
the
probably just.
meeting. At the meeting you
Oh
call
no! I'd probably like let you know what I saw, and you could tell everyone else. Maybe send an email to somebody or something with some of the stuff, and then talk about it when I come back. There's still quite a bit of wham and an okay amount of the. There's not a lot of the fake turkey, but there's quite a bit of wham left, so that's good.
extra bags.
These are all used bags.
Oh, they're used.
These are unused, and then there are more unused bags in the bags that
Here's one. That must be used, huh?
Yes. Is this your knife? I forgot you had disposable knives. Do you want any of this apple cider?
Why don't you finish it?
Alright. I'm happy to do that.
Somebody's fork. Somebody's fork. What should this belongs to the?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't think it belongs to us, and I don't think it belongs to the library. So
And do
we'll
you want to just bring it back to the next meeting?
whatever. Those things you can't trace them.
Yeah. It happened in my house. Over the course of the last year or two, all the forks disappeared from my house. Like, just slowly, they just were all gone. And, we got down to having, like, 4 forks regularly in the thing. Like, in our utensil drawer. And, I ended up picking some up at Goodwill or something, because they're like 19 cents each there. And then my mom found a couple, so we got back to like 12. Like, for a family of 4 people, that's like if we each use 1 fork a day, we're out of forks in 3 days.
Well, Walmart has very good little forks.
Yeah.
At odd lots, odd lots.
Yes.
We did it. We're all gathered.
The funny thing is, we have like 70 spoons. Yeah. We have a ton of spoons, and we have like no forks. Alright. That's all coming with us, that's coming with us. Is that it? That's everything.
The camera.
Camera is right here.
I'll take you, little camera.